This summer, a coincidence has brought two local singer-songwriters back to Amarillo to perform. Susan Gibson, the writer of Wide Open Spaces, is touring the West.
We have been doing this route long enough to where we have a lot of dots along the way of people that just have been with me for a long time.
Rodney Branigan is touring here too. He currently lives in England.
The UK government gave me a 2-year visa, so I never came home. It was, things just kind of took off all of a sudden, so I made a lot of contacts with people from the festival circuits and ended up with a lot of gigs after that.
But here's the thing, Gibson and Branigan have known each other for a long time. This video was taken in the mid-90s in Amarillo, when both performers were years away from realizing their dreams to become professional musicians. And believe it or not, they first met over a vacuum cleaner.
When I met Rodney, he was selling vacuum cleaners door to door.
When I was about 18 years old, and it was the funniest way you could ever possibly meet somebody, because I sold vacuum cleaners for about a month.
So he would knock on your door and he would offer to give a demonstration, and my sister had wood floors in her house.
One of the people on my list was her sister, so I showed up at her sister's house to sell her this $1,200 vacuum cleaner, and she has nothing but hardwood floors throughout the house. And Susan's sitting in the front room going, man, this is gonna be a hard sell.
I don't even know if he gave her the spiel, you know? I think he probably just came in and cleaned her floors for her.
I just basically cleaned the floor, and I was like, you obviously don't want to buy a 12. You have no carpet for me to clean. You have a rug over there. So I just cleaned the floor really quickly, and then I got to talking to Susan, and then she was at the time playing with the Groupies, and I think she was getting ready to go to a gig.
And then I had not ever heard him before, and so maybe the next week or something we went and played, and I was like, why are you selling vacuum cleaners?
Because even back then, Rodney Branigan was something of a multitasker. In the years since, both musicians have traveled a long way down the road.
In the UK, when I first moved over there in 2007, they had this, that one of the hit songs on the radio was to show me the way to Amarillo. And so when I come over, everybody says, where are you from? I said, I'm from Amarillo, Texas. Like, oh, do you know the way to Amarillo?
I've had this happen like twice, and it's such a special moment when someone will say, specifically, like, you know, I have an autistic kid, and the way we would get him to settle down is we would play the Dixie Chicks version of Wide Open Spaces, and he loved it. That was his little hug, you know what I mean? And like, that is a tangible thing that I'm doing that is so much more important than how many CDs did we sell.
Celebrating the Panhandle Spirit, Larry Lemmons, Pronews 7.